So, tonight, we situate this fucking camera. Tonight we're going over the video portion of my iPad. Last night I recorded EVPs from my GarageBand was the program that I used, and I recorded for about 8 minutes or so. It's been a long day, but I want to keep this up and keep people informed with what's going on. So, my name's Rain. I'm with Spiritual Donnybrook Paranormal Investigations. I don't believe in investing a shit ton of money to go out and investigate when you have the tools that you need in your hand, primarily your phone and tablet, iPad, whatever. I just happen to use a Mac, so that's what I use, and that's what I'm referring to. But when I say that, just understand I mean your phone or your tablet or whatever you have. They work just as well. Probably better than a digital recorder. There are some high-end digital recorders out there, but like I said, I am all about getting people involved who want to be involved. And one of the biggest questions is, how did I come up with my money to buy all the equipment that I have, which I have now gotten rid of, the majority of it, other than my cameras. And I just use my iPhone, iPad, MacBook, iPods. I have a couple of high-end digital microphones that are not expensive. If you look on Craigslist or eBay, something like that, you can pick them up fairly inexpensive. Blue is one of the best, and it is digital. It goes straight in, and if you use it with your iPad, you can hook up the program or application GarageBand, which comes standard on most of your phones. If not, I think it's a free download. But if you hook that microphone in and run it through a slight echo, you can actually hear the EVPs with your headphones while they're running live, so you can interact. A little bit about myself and my techniques. I do have a sense of humor when I'm doing this. I have been doing this for about 15 years or so, probably longer. But in the beginning, I got a lot of threatening bullshit, a lot of them saying that they're gonna kill me, they're gonna fucking be in my house, they're hiding in my car, this, that, and the other. That is all gone away now. I'm not getting any negative shit because I don't show fear. I'm joking around, and maybe it's the energy that I put out. Now, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen to me that much. The biggest thing and the first thing I'm going to tell you is, do not do these investigations inside your home. You can do them in the garage or outside of your house, but if you do it in your house, it's inviting them to come in and stay. I don't suggest it. And that's about it. And that's about it. And that's about it. And that's about it for now. We are going to check this for EVPs. Like I said, the one that we did last night, I came up with I think it was like 10 or 12 EVPs in a 5-minute session. and they were interactive. They were speaking directly to me about things that were going on or commenting on something about me in the present. I don't do words. And what I mean by that is, if you watch some of these shows, they will hear a word and get all fucking excited because they heard someone say hi or some shit like that. Alright. When you first start out, yeah, you may get excited over that. But the thing is you don't know if that's random, if it is a random channel, if something just happens to be interfering. We don't know. What happens or where this stuff comes from. But if they speak directly to you, use your name, talk about something you were talking about or thinking about, something that has to do with the conversation you had earlier, any of these things proves that it is happening now. It is interactive. It is intelligent. That you can get excited about. And that's about 90% of what I get. And I also get EVPs every fucking time I record, anytime I record, day or night. Doesn't matter where I am, what I'm doing. Now, this may be because I've been doing this for so long, they know who I'm talking to. It may be that they follow me around. It may be that I put out a vibe. It may be that I have a handler that watches over me, which I know there's someone that watches over me, but I have agreed to not use any of her recordings or use her name. And I may have already used her name, but damn it, I will not use her recordings. She watches out after me. She tells me when I'm fucking up. She tells me when I should get the fuck out, and she reads me very well, and watches out after me. She has never asked anything of me in return, and be aware that anyone that asks anything in return of you is probably not a good entity, and you might want to skip and get the fuck away from that person. And that's about all I have for this time around. We're looking at 6 minutes and 55 seconds, 57, 58. We're going to run some routine questions that I ask, and you'll kind of get a grip for who I am and what I do here, and we'll see what I pick up. Also, anybody that has any questions at all, feel free to email me, text me, call me, leave a message. I will get back with you. Another thing, I am not a crazy psycho fucker. I actually have psych evals every 2 years due to my job. Everything's fine. So far, they haven't figured out what's wrong with me. Raised a family, have a solid job, and this is not the only topic that I have. I'm big into motorcycles, Jeep enthusiast, musician, play guitar, I'm a tattoo artist, I'm a mechanic, married, solid relationship, blah blah blah. So pretty much run-of-the-mill average guy. Something's happened to me in the past that made me look into this, and that's about it. So here we go. Who's with me right now? I know you're out here, and I know you're listening to me talk shit. So there are other people listening, or will be listening in. So why don't you give us your name, or say whatever the fuck you want. Not being disrespectful, I'm very respectful, as long as you are respectful to me, and don't play with my junk. In other words, no finger up the ass, no grabbing my nuts, and all that kind of shit, unless you're female, and then still no fingers up the ass. Alright, I'm just not down with that. I know you're here because it is quiet outside. I'm bored as shit, so I know you are. What do you have to say? Anything? I'm not using her name, but is my handler here? You know, first of all, I will not use your recording at all. I just want to know if you're here still with me or if you're pissed at me or whatever. You know I'm not mad at you. Now, as for the lady who was very specific about what she wanted to do with me, and I told you that you kind of freaked me out being so specific, let me know if you're here with me. With me. With me. With me. And no talking about my wife. Any of you. I don't want to hear that shit right now. Okay. We're sitting at 10 minutes and 47 seconds. I'm going to end it there because I don't want to run this too long. The other thing that I use when I record these and go back and edit, I do not use any filters of any kind. I use a volume to turn it up or down. That's it. I use GarageBand, which allows me to cut and loop any EVPs that I find. Same thing with the video, only I use the movie maker that is put out by Mac. It allows me to do the same. It allows me to cut, loop, paste, whatever. Again, I don't use any effects at all other than a volume. I cut and paste 4 times. Any more than that, it gets a little boring. But I loop them, whatever question, the original recording of the EVP, and then I cut it and just put the EVP afterwards. And you may not hear this. You may have to listen to it over and over and over and over again. You will eventually train your ear to listen to the frequency that it's needed to hear the voices. I've had people that just don't hear it, and after a while, several minutes, say 15 minutes, listen to the same thing over and over, they finally figured it out. But I don't tell them what they're listening for unless they specifically want me to tell them. I would rather them figure it out on their own. So, at this point, I'm going to end this recording. If anybody has something to say, spit it out, because I'm done here. And I will loop this with the movie program, and I will post this up somewhere. If you are listening to this, then you obviously have found me. So that's it. It's dark out here. I'm not using any lights, therefore the video sucks. There is no video, but I wanted to prove that you could catch the EVPs on your video recording, the audio portion of it as well, and the programs I'm using and how I use it. So that's basically just a teaching class, basically, that we're going through here. So that's it for now. Thank you.